Hello and welcome to the How to and What to series for competitive exams. I'm your host, Shekhar Suman. And as you know, we have been working very hard in the background to bring some new content, some more valuable insights into these competitive exams. So, while discussing with our students and our faculties and experts, we realized that every Arjuna needs a Krishna. And that's what I told you in the first episode as well. So, if every Arjuna needs a Krishna, every Arjuna needs a Drona, why not provide that using modern technology and tools? As you see today, the experts are sitting in different cities, but the students are able to take the benefit thanks to the internet and thanks to YouTube. Beautiful platform, and we can learn so much. Isn't that right? So today in our What to and How to series, we are going to focus on Unit 2 of CSIR NET syllabus. And to throw some light on this unit, in fact, to give you a broad horizon and broad understanding of this concept, this Unit 2, and how to study, what to study, all that we'll be discussing in today's episode. Okay, so stay tuned for more. Let's get started. Like I told you in my previous sessions, this is a one-to-one show where we invite experts of Biotecnika and they come up, they share some insights on various topics, various units, and how to study, what to skip, stuff like that, right? So today we are starting with Unit 2, and with me today, I have one of the strongest pillars of Biotecnika for Unit 2. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome Divya ma'am. So Divya ma'am has vast experience in Unit 2 and in fact many other units. She is herself a top ranker in CSIR NET, GATE and various other competitive exams. And she has been with us with Biotecnika Chennai for a long time. And now today, I would like to welcome Divya ma'am. Welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm doing good, sir. First of all, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to share my views, my ideas to our students.
Right. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining us. So let's get started with the first question of the day. And that is, why Unit 2? Why should we study Unit 2? Why not skip it?
It is not possible. On one aspect, I can say the main reason behind Unit 2 is that it is the base upon which other units are constructed. So if you are focusing on Unit 2, then only you will be able to understand other units altogether. Because when we see, the units are interconnected to each other. If I say a simple topic, operon concept, if I say, it mainly comes under molecular biology. But if you are very much clear with the base from Unit 2 itself, when we are moving to Unit 3, it is going to be easy for everyone. And another important aspect is like we have got a lot of marks coming out of this, and you can easily fetch marks from Unit 2. Direct questions are being asked from this unit.
Wonderful. That's a great insight for all our viewers today. You cannot skip this unit because this is the base unit. You know, it's like ATGC of our DNA. Or without that, the life won't exist on this earth, right? ATGC. That's how this Unit 2 is. Unit 2 is the base. Okay. So there you have it from the expert's mouth. Now, ma'am, I have the next question. Okay, we can't skip it, but what topics to study from this? Could you throw some light on that?
Definitely. Like we have 5 subunits under Unit 2, and we have some important topics like from Unit 2A, one should never ever skip protein targeting. The fact that every time when you appear for CSIR exam, pathways are always a must question. And that too in the form of Part C. Then other than that, 2 marks questions are expected from membrane structure, from solute transport, as well as some neuron transmission as well. Apart from that, when we move on to Unit 2B, that is regarding our organelles as such is not so important. But the thing is
Mm-hmm.
that in order to understand the protein targeting portion from 2A, you have to understand the organelles. Organelles, as such, direct questions, very rarely you can expect. Apart from that,
Mm-hmm.
cytoskeletal proteins. Nowadays, if you look into the previous question papers, I mean the recent question papers, if you see, they are focusing more on cytoskeletal proteins, where you can
Mm-hmm.
expect both 2 marks and 4 marks. Then,
Okay.
if we move on to 2C, that is genome
Mm-hmm.
organization, obviously one question is expected. Then, cell cycle is
Right.
completely unavoidable. And
Mm-hmm.
microbial physiology, also, if you look into that content, sometimes they may ask questions, but sometimes they even skip
They may
that
not.
portion as well.
Right. Okay. Okay. So there you have it. These are the topics you need to study. First point, it is not skippable. This is the base. Second point, these are the topics you need to study. Now, ma'am, I have a next question. Okay, I know what to study, but how to study? What are the techniques I should use to study these faster, better, and so that I can remember longer? Can you throw some light on that?
Definitely, sir. In this unit 2, specifically, when you look into the pathways, you must follow flowcharts. That is the easiest way to remember the content. And
Right.
if you are very good in drawing and all, then you can also do images by yourself and can construct a pathway. Point
Right.
to be noted over here is when you are making the flowcharts, highlight the important proteins, whatever is
Mm-hmm.
coming over there, like whether it is an outer mitochondrial protein or whether it is an inner mitochondrial protein, specifically
Okay.
the signal sequences, which is an important aspect. So you can follow flowchart for pathways.
Mm-hmm.
Next, when we move
Okay.
on to proteins like cytoskeletal proteins, you can follow tables like the
Right.
examples, what are the accessory proteins you can make in the form of a table, and
Mm-hmm.
similarly inhibitors also you can make it in the form of a table. One
Table.
suggestion I would like to give over here is never ever make the topic in the form of running notes. Always try to
Okay.
make it in the form of key features, then
Right.
flowcharts, images, and tables.
Okay. So basically, more of pictorial memory has to be used here, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because
Okay.
ultimately, this will help a person to revise the topic quickly. When we are in the
Quicker.
verge of examination, like life science is like
Mm-hmm.
an ocean, and we
Yes.
cannot
Yes.
go all the subject together in a one stretch.
Absolutely, ma'am. Absolutely. Correct.
So if we are making such flowcharts, all you need to do is have a look onto that and go for the exam. That's it.
Acha, acha. Okay. Okay. So, viewers, now there you have it. There's a very interesting thing here. You can't really have running notes for this. Okay. So, forget that. You need to have flowcharts, you need to have tables, comparison tables, you need to have various other scientific tools and methodologies to study. And here is an add-on which I would like to have is Biotecnika already has all those ready-made flowcharts, tables, and concept wheel and all such things ready made for you, and the link for that I'll put it in the description of this show. You can later check it out. So moving ahead to the next question, ma'am, so far it has been really insightful. Let me really thank you for that. This is really going amazing. So now, okay, if I look into this particular unit, how can I make this easy to study? Is there some shortcuts we should adopt for?
Shortcuts as such we don't have for unit 2. As I said you sir before, if it will be
Mhm.
better to follow the smart tools, like as you said,
Right.
concept wheel, concept table kind of things, comparison tables,
Absolutely. Hmm.
flowcharts. Those are the only ways by which a person can read this topic.
Hmm.
There is no shortcut to remember this topic. And as I mentioned in
Okay.
the before itself, this is the base. So you have to be
Okay.
very much clear with the concepts.
Okay. So can we have a breakup, ma'am? Can we have a breakup now? Like, okay, how many questions will come from this unit in part B and how many in part C? In general, if you could let us know about that.
Every time, all total, we can expect around 30 marks questions. Like it will be in the range of 25 to 30 range, we can expect questions. And if we are
Oh.
splitting it part B and part C means it's like plus or minus 1 and 2 will be there. So 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 range for part B. 6 to
Mm-hmm.
7 questions comes in part C.
That's
In
huge,
fact,
right?
yes, sir,
Hmm.
it's very huge. In fact, one
Huge.
more thing which I was seeing on 2019 question paper, it was
Hmm.
not a single 2 marks question came. Everything
Is
came in the
it?
form of a 4 marks. Yes, sir.
Oh my God. That's like, wow. That's
So
really important then,
so that
right?
is so this is also one of the reason why we should not skip unit 2. So easily you can get
Okay.
30 marks in your pocket
Mhm.
just if you follow the note making strategies properly.
Okay, so guys, you have it. You have it from the horse's mouth. You got the point here. You have a huge chunk of marks to be scored if you are covering Unit 2 properly using scientific methods. Okay, ma'am. So now, if you see, most of us, many of our students will also write GATE, DBT, ICMR, various other entrance exams. So, do you think our Unit 2 also helps us there somehow?
Definitely, sir. Actually, if we look into GATE syllabus, actually the
Mhm.
CSIR syllabus, the crisp format of CSIR syllabus is in the form of GATE when we look into cell
Right.
biology. All the topics
Mhm.
we are studying in CSIR elaborately, but when we go for GATE, that much in depth is not required. So obviously, this is
Okay.
helping out. Then, if we look
Okay.
into DBT exam, it is just like a copy paste from CSIR syllabus only. So no
Right.
change in there. And if
Right.
we move on to ICMR, again, the topics are there, but they are not asking very much in depth. Superficial questions
Okay.
are being asked. So, CSIR
Okay.
syllabus will definitely help to crack other exams as well when it comes to cell biology.
Okay. So if we just take up the cell biology of CSIR, it should help us definitely in other exams also. So I think that's a win-win situation for students who are targeting multi exams. Okay. So now the question arises is, okay, I know what to study, how to study, ma'am. What are the reference book I should, standard reference book or any reference book you would like to recommend here to all our viewers today?
Sure, sir. Reference book you can follow according to your choice, especially from
Okay.
Lodish, Carp, or
Okay.
you can also
Okay.
follow Alberts. Any of these books, if you refer, it is going to give you very good information with good images. So from that
Okay.
images, all you need to do is make the notes the way I said. Then definitely you are the winner
Right.
for sure.
Okay. Okay. So you have Lodish, Carp, and what did you say, ma'am?
Alberts. Alberts.
Albert. Okay. Bruce and Alberts, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. 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 So these are the three standard books, guys, you can follow for cell biology. Now, uh, let's look at if this unit helps us in preparing for other units. Like you said, okay, this is a base unit, right? So does it really help in other units? And if yes, which unit it will help us most when preparing for CSIR NET?
Yes, sir. This unit, as I said in the in the starting itself, that this is the base which is connecting
Mhm.
the other units. And the first example which I had provided was with respect to operon concept. Anyways, we have to study elaborately when we go for molecular cell biology. That is the third unit, fundamental process. So definitely
Correct.
you are
Correct.
creating a base over there. Then, if we
Okay.
move down to cell cycle, we are having some
Hmm.
inhibitors, cell cycle
Hmm.
inhibitors are there. So, you can
Okay.
connect it with your anti cancer drugs from unit 4. Unit 4
Okay. Hmm.
cancer chapter. So basically,
Okay.
the anti-cancer drugs and the cell cycle inhibitors are interrelated to each other. So you can have a base on that. Apart from that, if
Hmm.
we will look on transposons
Hmm.
again we can study it under unit 8. That is genetics
Okay.
more elaborately, especially the concept of signs, lines, etc. Then
Okay. So,
neuronal transmission is there. One more
okay.
topic, neuronal transmission,
Okay.
that is also related to unit 4. Unit 4b,
Four.
cell signaling.
Okay.
These are
So all this
interrelated
is
ones.
interrelated, overlap, and it's like if we have to build a pizza out of the syllabus, then cell biology is the base, probably, right? Including unit one also,
Yeah,
right?
exactly,
Right. So, guys, there you have it.
exactly, sir.
Yes, it's very important. It's going to have a lot of impact on your other units, so you can't skip. You must study, and the books also has been told to you. And to revise, we always have Biotecnika. We have fresh batches starting this month and as well as next month. You can join that, and also we have the Conceptica series, the study tools and revision tools, which will help you study faster, better, and retain longer. Because of course, If you remember today and forget tomorrow, it's of no use, right? So there you have it. Now, ma'am, coming to your preparation, so when you were preparing for CSIR NET, what are the challenges you faced when you were preparing for CSIR NET Unit 2? Any problems you could face there?
Honestly speaking, sir, yes, I have faced specifically related to this protein targeting, and coincidentally, questions always comes from protein targeting. The problem is
Right.
that we are not able to recollect the proper pathways and the signal sequences coming out of that. So when I was
Okay.
studying, I got a guidance from there that you should not study like this. You should not study
Mm-hmm.
in the form of a running notes. Try to make it in the form of flowcharts, and not only flowcharts, you have to highlight the concept as well, like important proteins as well.
Right.
And
Mm-hmm.
other than that, you have to be in touch with those topics regularly. See, if I have
Okay.
completed unit 2 today, that doesn't mean that
Mm-hmm.
you will keep it completely aside. In that case, what
Right.
happens is that we will lose the connectivity. So what one
Absolutely.
must do is that be in touch with it on a regular basis, at least twice in a week or thrice in a week. Just take your book, just flip the pages.
Mm-hmm.
That will be more than enough. And another
Okay.
problem that I faced is experimental based questions that usually comes from
Mm-hmm.
unit 2, specifically
Mm-hmm.
from membrane structure and solute transport you can expect. So actually it is not difficult. The thing is that you know the concept, but you have to learn how
Mm-hmm.
to apply that concept into that question. The
Question.
problem will be
Correct.
resolved when you will start practicing it regularly. So with the regular
Mm-hmm.
practice of MCQ series, you will understand the concept, and at the same time you will learn how to approach a question. So these problems
Wonderful.
can be definitely solved.
Wonderful. You are a true guru in every sense, Divya ma'am. Let me commend you there. And why I'm saying that, you look at this. Students make a mistake and then learn from it. But if the guru himself or herself comes and says, "Hey, listen, these are the mistakes I did. I want you to, protect yourself from this." This is like a true guru. So you are a true guru, and hats off for all the teaching you do at Biotecnika. We all are big fans of yours. So. We'll quickly move on to the next question for our viewers because time is less. Okay, so Unit 2. Which is your favorite question from Unit 2? Anything you could recall?
Coincidentally speaking, the challenges which I faced ultimately became my favorite topics. The
Wow.
experimental based questions and the pathways based questions and this
Right.
solute transport also very good questions come. Like they will provide the images and we have to identify what is the transporters that are involved. So those kind of questions also I felt very interesting
Right.
doing over.
Right. So I think what were your challenges, you made them your strong points, right? And wow,
Definitely. So I
like
started loving
that's
it, in fact.
that's like, okay, wow, like what was my weakness becomes my strength, right? You really analyzed your weakness and made it your strength, and that's how you are such a great teacher here. Wow, wow. So now I'm sure our viewers are enjoying the show, and we are almost towards the end of our show. So one last question for you, ma'am. Any special message you would like to pass on to those students who are preparing for CSIR NET for the first time or the next time? What will be a special message to them
To
for this
all the
unit?
viewers, all the students over there, I just want to say one thing. Unit 2 is
Mhm.
not so tough. Everyone can
Right.
handle this topic very easily. All you need to do is put some efforts in making correct form of notes. That's it. And
Mhm.
one more thing to be added up over here, use morning hours wisely. When the moment you
Mhm.
wake up and sit for studying, spend some quality time in revising the topics. See,
Of
if you are
course.
taking 1 hour to complete a topic, the revision strategy should be in such a way that you must complete it within 15 to 20 minutes. Then only you
Okay.
will realize that your concepts are clear. So practice like that. And two important
Mhm.
features to qualify any competitive exam, not only CSR, any exam will be revision,
Mhm.
and second one is practicing MCQ series. And
Okay.
these two things mandatorily must be added to your regular schedule, no matter what.
Wonderful. Yes, yes, definitely. It was. Thank you. Thank you so much. It was really insightful. I personally thoroughly enjoyed a lot of insights I got, which I'll pass on definitely to the students who are directly in touch with me. And to all the viewers out there, I hope you enjoyed our show, How to and What to series. Kaise karenge, kab karenge, ab karenge. So now you know it, how to do, what to do. Now get started, get going, guys. Prepare well. Don't lose hope. You are the best because you follow Biotecnika. Thank you so much for watching this show. I'll see you next week in the next episode where we'll cover Unit 3. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.